right about now, we'll be looking at our African champion. And you know, I'm talking about one person that we celebrate every day. Somebody who's had great impact and has actually brought about great change in many lives. The African champion for today.
African champions. African champions. African champions. African champions.
So, our African champion for today happens to be a teen activist. And her name is Zuriel Oduwole. Zuriel Oduwole.
You be champion!
Well, now, at only 16 years, the Nigerian-American Zuriel Oduwole has already met 28 presidents, and she's the youngest filmmaker in the world, a passionate activist for educating African girls. Forbes Magazine has actually listed Zuriel Oduwole as one of Africa's most influential women. Her Dream Up, Speak Up, Stand Up project aims at encouraging African girls to get an education. She's also a budding filmmaker and the brains behind the Dream Up, Speak Up, Stand Up Awards, which recognizes first ladies and gender ministers who do more to promote the education of girls. Now, when asked, she said, "When I was 9, I entered a national competition here in the United States on behalf of my school. Basically, students were asked to create a documentary on revolution that happened in history. A lot of my fellow students were doing things either in the United States, in Europe, or even Asia. So I thought about how I would do something different and do a documentary on the African continent. I did a lot of research and I found out that the Ghana Revolution was one of the most successful held on the continent. So I decided that that would be my topic. I went to Ghana to shoot some scenes for my documentary, but also was there to meet with the president, who happens to be our former president, Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings, because he was the one who started the revolution. While in Ghana for that film project, that's when I first saw with my own eyes girls who are just like me, similar ages. I saw them out on the streets instead of being in school and getting an education. So when I got home from that trip, I took some time to think about what I can do to try and help get those girls back into school. When I was 10 years old, I started my Dream Up, Speak Up, Stand Up project. That's my education program, where I basically try to get more girls on the African continent into school. Well, you've heard it. And she also happens to be a filmmaker, the youngest in the industry. So it's nothing as small. You just need to identify the problem and bring about a solution. So our African champion has been Zuriel Oduwole, one of the youngest teen activists. And from Africa Global Radio, we just want Zuriel to know that
you are an African champion.